years, I acquired a collection of porcelain figurines that started out as birthday and Christmas gifts from my Aunt Agnes Fleming. For the most part, these figurines are made by Royal Dalton, but I do have a few pieces from other pottery firms as well. This collection came together in 3 distinct phases. Phase number 1 were the gifts I mentioned earlier. When my Aunt Agnes Fleming passed away in 2006, she left me some more of these figurines in her will. Lately, as the price of these figurines has dropped as they have fallen out of fashion, I was able to afford to be able to acquire some more of these figurines on my own. Let's open up the curio cabinet and take a look at some of my favorite pieces in this collection. Let's start our journey in Scotland and head into the Highlands to Elladowen Castle. Here we will meet my first figurine, which was made by Royal Dalton, the Piper, and pause a moment to listen to his haunting bagpipe melody before heading off to a Highland cottage to meet our next Royal Dalton figurine, the Jersey Milkmaid, with her jug ready to milk the cows. Remaining in the Scottish Highlands, we now turn our attention to Blair Castle, the ancestral home of Clan Murray of Atholl, of which my clan, Clan Fleming, is a part. And here we will meet my next Royal Dalton figurine, the Laird. Fully attired in his kilt, with his walking stick, ready to hike his Scottish estate. Finally, we will head on to Edinburgh, the home of the famous Castle on the Rock. In a close, just off the Royal Mile, we will meet the Royal Dalton figurine, the flower seller, with their baskets of flowers, hoping for a fine day of sales. From Edinburgh in Scotland, we will head south into England to Blenheim Palace, located to the northwest of the city of Oxford, the seat of the 12th Duke of Marlborough, Charles Spencer Churchill, and the birthplace of Sir Winston Churchill in 1874, the subject of our next Royal Dalton figurine. Churchill, as British Prime Minister during World War II, contributed greatly to the preservation of our freedoms by stubborn, steadfast leadership, even during Britain's lowest points, when she stood alone against Nazi Germany and brought on the ultimate victory of the Allies. We will now head down to the Central Criminal Court of England and Wales, commonly known as the Old Bailey. Here we will meet our next Royal Dalton figurine, the lawyer, decked out in the traditional wig and gown of a British barrister as he prepares to present his case to the Royal Dalton figurine, the judge, decked out in his traditional red and ermine robe and wig. We best be on our way and leave them to their important business. Time to board ship, where we will meet the Royal Dalton figurine, the sea captain, with his sea glass and map, which will help him guide us across the Atlantic Ocean to eastern Canada and Peggy's Cove, Nova Scotia, where we will meet the Royal Dalton figurine, Sea Harvest, of a fisherman and his net. We will now proceed westwards to Canada's capital, Ottawa, Ontario, to visit the library of the House of Parliament, to meet the Royal Dalton figurine, the Statesman, which depicts Canada's first Prime Minister, Sir John A. Macdonald. We have left Canada and are now in an iceberg lagoon in Iceland, where we will meet the Royal Dalton figurine, Viking, with his horned battle helmet and war axe, ready to create havoc on some unsuspecting English monastery as we give him a wide berth. In a beautiful oriental garden, we come to my porcelain figurine of a Chinese noblewoman with her charming face and delicate fingers. She is charming a bird out of the trees, and two more birds are keeping her company on her side table. Due to some damage to her headdress and to one of her fingers, I was able to acquire from a local antique mall for a very minor price. She is beautiful and is a fine addition to both my porcelain figurine and Oriental art collections. For our final segment this video, we are headed off to northern Italy and the outskirts of San Giuliano, located between Siena and Florence in the beautiful Tuscan countryside. Where we will view this figurine of a hunter with his dog by the Italian artist Giuseppe Cap, who is known for his humorous figures. The hunting dog is looking very embarrassed, and his owner somewhat annoyed, for instead of flushing out a rabbit or a quail to shoot, the dog brought out a rather terrified chicken. I'm sure the dog will be forgiven, and the chicken will recover from its fright in the very near future. Well, folks, we have come to the end of another YouTube adventure. I hope you found this video interesting, and I thank you for watching. As always, till we meet again, everyone keep safe and well.